Hi, my name is Catherine, and this morning we're going to be doing a gentle yoga series for hips and hamstrings. So let's go ahead and come into a seated posture of alignment, and you can sit on a chair or a cushion or just your yoga mat if you have one. And find alignment in your spine. Take a moment to check in, make sure your knees are comfortable. Let's turn the palms to face open and imagine a string attached to the top of your head. And as you close your eyes, just fall into the rhythm of the breath for a moment, just noticing the rise and the fall. Big inhale through the nostrils, full exhalation through your parted lips. Big inhale through your nostrils, full exhalation through your parted lips. Let your awareness fall into the center of the heart and connect to the spanda, which is the pulsation of the pranayama. So as you inhale, just open your heart to receive, and as you exhale, soften to that inner heart space. Let's set our intention today for gratitude for taking the time to honor ourselves through this practice so that we can relax our mind and connect our mind to our physical body, relaxing the physical body but yet invigorating and waking it up, and then finding a place of oneness within ourselves. Slowly blink the eyes open. Let's go ahead and interlace the hands, and as you push the heels of the hands forward, press right heel and then left heel, and just pressing those heels of the hands forward so you're stretching through the upper back. Bend those elbows. Inhale your extension, maybe towards the ceiling if you can, and then traction into the sides a little as you wiggle more length. And exhale the arms out to the side and down by the knees. And again, interlacing those hands, pushing the heels of the hands forward. Bend those elbows, inhale extension and traction, and exhale open. And one more time. Pushing through the heels of the hands, bend the elbows, inhale extension, traction, and exhale open. Just wiggle into your fascia a moment. Just create fluidity and movement into those body parts that might be a little bit tight. And then we're going to come to a lying position on the mat for a moment and work into a couple breath cycles. So come off your cushion or chair. Go ahead and lie down. Make sure you feel nice and elongated. And we're going to lift the back of the head up by interlacing the hands and just wiggle your head side to side, create fluidity and movement. Tuck your chin into your chest and diagonal to each breast. And bring it back to center and set it all the way down into alignment. And just relax your arms. So let's go ahead and take a nice big breath into the lungs, into the belly. And as you roll your head one side, open your mouth and exhale. Head to center, full inhale. And as you roll the head to the right, full exhale. Head to center, full inhale. And as you roll the head, full exhale. Head to center, full inhale. And roll the head, full exhale. And back to center. So placing one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, let's take a big inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just relax your arms. Let's bring those knees into the chest and just rock your low back side to side. And as you come into alignment, we'll take it into happy baby. So keep those knees wide apart. They're nice and bent. And your feet are going to go flat to the ceiling. Elbows on the inside of the knees and hands wrap around the ankles or the outside of the soles of the feet as you bring those knees down. And then rock it one more time, side to side. And then go ahead and just cross your ankles, roll up, and come up to standing, or you can roll to one side and come up. Just getting up nice and safely. Alrighty, so let's take it into Swan Dive, which is a really nice sun salutation to warm up the whole spine and the hamstrings and the back and everything. So you're standing nice and tall, your feet are grounded, feet straight ahead. We're going to inhale those arms up to the side and all the way up. Come into a slight back bend and squeeze your glutes, and then exhale, fold those hands all the way to the sides, bend your knees deep, chest to thighs, hands to the floor, and just drop your head. And now as you straighten your legs, go ahead and place your hands on your lower legs and lift one heel at a time. And then lift the balls of the feet one at a time. Ground the feet, look forward, tailbone back, hips side to side. You can feel a nice stretch in those hamstrings and low back. Back to center, bend your knees, fold, and arms out to the side and all the way up. And exhale to Anjali Mudra. Inhale up, and exhale, fold. Knees bent, chest to thighs, hands to the floor, drop your head if you can. And then straighten those legs and lift those heels one at a time. Ground the heels, lift the balls of the feet. Ground the feet, look forward, tailbone back, hips side to side. Bring it to center, bend your knees, fold, and take it all the way up. And exhale to Anjali Mudra. And again, inhale up, and exhale, fold. Bend those knees, hands to the floor, drop your head. Straighten your legs and lift those heels one at a time. Ground the heels, lift the balls of the feet. Ground the feet, look forward, tailbone back, hips side to side. Bring it to center, bend your knees, fold, and all the way up. And exhale to Anjali Mudra. So let's take a lateral. We're going to take those arms up overhead and interlace them. And index fingers facing straight up towards the ceiling. And try to engage those arms a little closer to your ears as you wiggle into your sides. And then let's bend over to the right. And nice breath into the intercostal muscles on the left side. And back to center and float it down. And again, inhale up. Interlace those hands and stretch. And take it over to the left. And back to center and float those arms down. Inhale those arms up. This time palms are open. Reaching up towards the sky. Drop your head back. Squeeze your glutes and press your thighs strongly into your legs as you breathe into the front of the body. And the back body has a slight back bend. As you bring your head to center, let those arms just float down. And once again, as you take those arms up, palms face one another this time. Arms are by your ears, stretching up nice and tall. Let's bend into those knees and tuck the tailbone under, arms forward, tailbone back. And then straighten those legs, come all the way up, and let those arms come down and shake it out. So let's go ahead and take it into Uttanasana, which is a forward bend, and it's a really great way to stretch into those hamstrings. There's no pressure on the knees. You can do this standing. So as you ground your feet into Uttanasana, just find that nice tight alignment. And let's inhale those arms up. And then exhale, fold. Just hang like a rag doll. Start to bend forward. Let your legs just stay straight for a moment. Let your arms hang. Let the crown of your head hang. And if your hamstrings are really, really tight, you can take a slight bend into those knees. Don't worry about touching the floor. If your hands do touch the floor, that's fine. Otherwise, it's just where you're feeling that nice stretch in the hamstrings and low back. Let's grab those elbows and swing your arms to the front of the room and back towards yourself. And then swinging gently side to side. Get some lateral movement back there. Feel the weight of the arms sinking you down as the back broadens. And then let your arms hang one more time towards the floor or in that direction. And then we're going to walk it over to the outside of our right leg, and you can place your hands on the outside of that leg or on the ground and look in that direction. Should feel a nice stretch in the left side of the body. And back to center. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, fold a little deeper, nose towards your knees. Relax the breath. Walk it over to the left. And back to center. This time go ahead and bend your knees. Place your hands on your feet or your lower legs. And as you sweep your hands up your legs, just roll it up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Bring those shoulders up towards your ears, back and down. Just kind of undulate into your body a moment. Just feel the freedom and looseness that you created through that nice stretch. Now let's go ahead and reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Legs are slightly wider apart than hips. And we're just going to reach that left arm up and bend into the left knee and straighten and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling and bend the right knee. So just reaching back and forth as you're kind of warming up into the hips and the sides. Reaching, feeling that nice lateral stretch. And then bring it to center and let your arms just float down. Alrighty. So let's come into a standing variation of tree pose, and this will help open up the hips. So if you have a balance issue, I'd suggest standing up against the wall so you have some support. Otherwise, you can just stand on your mat or floor wherever you are, grounding those feet. And standing nice, erect, and tall, let's really press that right foot into the earth. And then bend your left knee and place that left ankle above the right knee. And you're just going to let the left knee fall open and try to keep that left foot active. So you should feel a little stretch or activation in that left hip socket. And hands to the heart, or maybe you're holding onto that wall to keep stability and length. So some of you may feel a really nice hip stretch here, and if you want to take it deeper, you're going to bend into that right knee and pretend you're sitting in a chair. And the further you go down, the more you open up into that left hip socket, and that left foot is nice and bright, and hands are to the heart or holding onto the wall to keep you stable. And then let's straighten that leg, take the arms all the way up towards the sky or ceiling, and exhale those arms open, and release that left leg and shake it out. So coming back into alignment, let's stand nice and tall, and right ankle above the left knee, flex that foot, and just open that right knee slightly, hands to the heart. And again, if you feel a big stretch here, I would recommend just staying here. And especially if you have knee issues, you probably don't want to go down too far. If you don't have any knee issues, go ahead and imagine sitting in a chair. keeping that right knee nice and bright, right foot flexed, hands to the heart. And then let's take it to standing, arms all the way up towards the ceiling, and release them down alongside your body. And shake that right leg out. Okay, so we've done a nice hamstring stretch and a nice opening for the hips. Let's go ahead and come down onto the mat, and we're going to lie down in Shavasana for a moment. So as you come onto that mat, just lengthen into your spine. Make sure your chin is slightly tucked in towards your chest. And then walk your feet away from you just a little bit so you can create some more length. Palms open. And just close your eyes and fall into the rhythm of the breath for a moment. Feeling everything dissolve, being connected to the earth. Hamstrings are nice and open and relaxed, and the hips are just melting open and away. Just take a nice big breath into your chest, and exhale through your upper back. Big breath into the belly. Exhale into the lower back. Gently rock your head side to side. And roll it back to alignment. Take a nice swallow, create space in your throat. And then reach your arms up towards the ceiling and all the way behind you as you point your feet forward. On the exhale, let the arms sweep skyward, down alongside your body. Relax your legs. And then go ahead and bend your knees, feet on the mat, and roll over to one side. And then work your way up to a seated posture of alignment. And once again, you can sit with your legs crossed or legs elongated. Make sure you feel a line, string attached to the top of the head, palms open. And just fall into the rhythm of the breath and just notice the shifts of energy for just a moment. And then go ahead and blink your eyes open. Let's place our hands to our heart center. Bow your head. I want to thank you for taking time to acknowledge the mind for being present in your practice and allowing our physical body to just release any areas of tension or congestion and working into creating a flow of energy that can help us for our optimal health. And as you bow your head, namaste.